Hey, what's up guys? How are you? I hope you're all doing well. This is Traveling Eddie here, and we're going places. Haven't said that in a long time, getting the spark back in. So here today we're going to talk about the origins of Medellin, Colombia. Here, beautiful sunny day in the morning now, here on a bank holiday, public holiday, Monday, October 17th. And this monument you see here, I'll explain it in a moment, but let me tell you a little bit about who I am. Basically, my name is Edwin, but people call me Eddie. I love traveling. Right now I'll be in Colombia until sometime in 2023, and then I'll be heading off to Asia, to India primarily. And they got this little market here where people are selling handicrafts, you know, handcrafted things, artisans and all. And I make travel vlogs and foodie vlogs. That's what I do here, all over the places I go to. Basically just Mexico, a little bit in the States last year, Mexico for 6 months, India before, but I was not a travel vlogger at that time, and here in Colombia in the Medellin metro area. So this is the Poblado Park, just so you can get your bearings. And remember to subscribe to the channel. It's for free, helps us grow if you want to. Give this video a like if you like it, so it goes out to more people on YouTube. That's how the algorithm works. And leave comments and share. So here we go. The bells are toning. The bells are ringing. Listen to the birds. So I'm going to be giving you a little bit of history about this. You can see here the conquistadors, the Spanish conquistadors, when they came here. This monument was made back in, I think it was 1997. I thought it was a little later, but it says right here 1997. And it's a monument in homage to the first, let's say, settlement here on March 2nd. 1616, back in those days. And here is the representation of an indigenous woman. I don't know if you can see it because of the shade. Right now the shadow, and GoPros don't work too well in the dark, as you may know. And there's the thing of the native people here, the pueblo originario that lived here. They were called the, I forgot what they were called, but in a moment I'll give you the story. And that's the way the land used to look like, a representation of huts in a little village here of the native people that lived here. So let's walk around a little bit and I'll tell you. There's a church right there, San Jose Church, I think that's what it's called. And here in Poblado, here in the party area where foreigners love to come to. So why is Medellin called Medellin, and the origins of Medellin? That's what this video is about. It's a sunny day, beautiful day. So let's walk around a little bit. So like it says on the plaque, on March 2nd, 1616, Don Francisco Herrera Campuzano, general visitor of the province of Antioquia, founded a small town which he named San Lorenzo de Aburrá. That's right, because of the Valley of Aburrá, the Indians that lived here, the indigenous people, they're called the Aburrá Indians. And well, guys, if you want to look for tours when you're coming here and everything, even here, this little kiosk, little coffee kiosk, they got a little thing here with phone number, WhatsApp contact if you want to have a graffiti tour, Hacienda Nápoles, city tour of Medellin, tour Guatapé. Very highly recommended, except for the Nápoles one. I don't like that one because that's the Pablo Escobar thing, and I'm not down with that era. So let's continue. So today we find Poblado Park here, where we are at here, Poblado Park, as I just showed you. There were about 300 Indians living here at that time, and a few Spaniards lived here. So 30 years later, the town Don Francisco founded was no longer useful for the Spanish crown, as the land was indigenous reservations, so the Europeans couldn't buy it, because this was an indigenous, native Indian reservation made by the Spanish crown. So the settlers, the colonists, couldn't buy the land because it was protected. So what happened? The colonizers decided it was the best thing to do was to pack up their things and move somewhere else. And you see people here coming from all walks of life. People from the States, from England, Canada, whatever, Europe, Asia. They come here because they come up 10th Street. They go all the way up that street and go up to a place, Provenza and Jerez Park. And a lot of nightlife there, good restaurants and everything. But there's also a lot of crazy things going on as well. I'll go show you while I'm talking about the history a little bit. No, I won't. I'll leave it in the description for future videos. let's go to where Medellin became Medellin. So can you guys imagine what the Spaniards that were living here, the colonizers, felt when the crown said to them that in terms they wanted to buy the Poblado Park area there, the lands from the Indians, just like kick them out. The crown probably said to them, like in MC Hammer's words, you can't touch this. You can't touch this. Take a hike, brothers and sisters. And they did take a hike. Okay, look how beautiful this temple is inside and everything. This is not the first one, but the first one was built here. Nuestra Señora de la Candelaria. I'll show you. Just look at the beautiful architecture here. Very beautiful. People are in prayer, so I'm keeping my voice down. And there was the big organ up there. 1675, the first one was built here. Let's just go outside. Parque right here is right in front of us, then Metro Station 2. And as you Metro there, so if you want to get here, that's the way to come. And that was the emblem given to them in the Escudo de Armas. So I'm going to give you some more information, guys, about this beautiful place here. Look at the church outside. And anyhow, that was not the first one built, but the first one was built right there where that is. This is where they built the villa after they were given the MC Hammer thing. You can't touch this by the crown, saying, get the hell out of town, don't bother the Indians. And that was a good thing, at least for a while, because then they did get kicked out anyway, the Indians, as you know, the story goes with all of that. So look at this beautiful place. So they came down this way, the colonizers decided to come down this way to keep finding somewhere to live. And the Santa Elena Creek used to run down through this area, still does, but it's now colonized. It's under the thing is a canal they made under the road. I don't remember where exactly. And there are a lot of funny characters around here, shady looking people. And can you imagine people, a villa here, living here at that time, and just setting up shop? Can you imagine that? And so a good number of important Spaniards started gathering here, and they started coming in this area with their herds of cattle. That's some of the information I've gotten. That building over there, right there, is Edificio Constain. I don't even know what the history is behind that one, but it's right there. I just noticed it. So in 1670, the Spaniards of lineage petitioned the royal audience to convert the village into a villa, which meant converting the Candelaria, this church, into an important city, this whole area. Not just the church, but the whole city, kind of like a Vatican City idea. But the idea didn't sit too well, because the capital of Antioquia was not Medellin, it was Santa Fe de Antioquia, a colonial town now that you can visit if you want to check it out. Beautiful stuff there and everything. Let's walk down this way, give you a little more history while we're walking and talking. Just gotta make sure nobody tries to come and snatch my gimbal here with my GoPro on it, because I got a GoPro 5, not a GoPro 8 or 9 or 10. So this one doesn't have that good stabilizing feature, so I needed a gimbal for it. So let's continue going, guys. You know, keep flowing. I want to know where the river flows, kind of like that Stone Temple Pilots song. Y'all remember Stone Temple Pilots, the group? So so that didn't sit too well with the people of the capital at that time of this province, and it took a while, but Don Pedro, an important figure here, Don Pedro Portocarrero, and Luna, the Count of Medellin, a town in the region of Extremadura, south of Spain, they started to, you know, work on getting this area here we're walking around, where the Spaniards decided to settle after they couldn't buy the land from the Indians in the Poblado Park area, as we saw earlier in the video. And the Council of India's president did see a future for this small town here, in the middle of the creek, mountains, and the Valley of Aburrá, and insisted the Spaniard crown give their blessings. So they kept on insisting for a while. Now you see how the Monday market is here. If you come here to Medellin, you can buy some things like, all of this is first copy, you know, fake stuff, not real. And so Portocarrero insisted so much that on the 22nd of November 1674, Doña Mariana of Austria, widow of King Philip IV of Spain, signed the conversion of the Candelaria into a villa, and sent the document all the way to the American continent. Can you imagine how much good news that was for the first colonizers here? Yeah, they finally got their way, you know. History. And so a year later, on November 2nd, 1675, the royal order was executed, and Villa de la Candelaria Medellin was born. So that's how they got the name Medellin, because it came from south of Spain, a small town, village area called Extremadura, and there was the guy, his last name I think was Medellin too. I don't remember exactly. I'm trying to give you the history, but I'm not the best history teller. Y'all can just do some more research. I did, but I forget things. Yeah. So in honor of the insistence of Portocarrero and the town that was under his governance in the far-off Spain, Medellin, Extremadura area. So there's a city in the south of Spain called Medellin, and in honor of that dude that really insisted at the end to get this done, it was done. Hope you liked this video, and my gimbal went sideways on me. Until next time. And if you want to see historical videos, tours about downtown Medellin, I'll leave it in the description box. Like I said before, another recommended videos for you guys coming to Medellin.